Hi, I'm Marilyn San Clemente of Stamp with Marilyn, and welcome to my creative playground.
I love this. This is such a pretty set. So this is the Adoring Hearts set. It's got some really nice fonts and some really nice heartfelt things. This would be perfect for a wedding. I love this flower as well, and this cute little heart. And this set comes with an embossing folder and then dies that you can use to cut the embossing folder out. And you can actually do it in one swoop, but it depends upon what you're doing with your dies. I'll show you a couple of different ways to do things tonight. So these do fit in here. So you can, if you're just using regular paper and you're not heat embossing something, then you can use the dies to do that. If you're going to heat emboss something, you don't want to do that because all your hearts will be divided. So this is the embossing folder. These are the dies that go with it. There's also these really cool detail dies. So what I did was I put together a little cheat sheet. These are the detail dies down here, and dies embossed. This is using gold foil, and I've cut those out. This is using a Versamark ink pad on the inside of the embossing folder, embossing it with the Versamark, and then using gold embossing powder and heat embossing afterwards. For card 1, I used a brayer and brushed Berry Burst ink onto the embossing folder and then embossed on bubble bath paper to get these really, really pretty hearts. For card 1, I have a piece of 4 inches by 5 1/4 piece of white, and I used a scrap of the designer paper for the inside, and that you want to layer on the inside of your card. It's a bubble bath card base, and I am adding a piece of the Most Adored designer paper across the middle of this. It is 1 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I have embossed a piece of Very Vanilla with the Distress Tile embossing folder and added that to a scrap of Berry Burst cardstock to highlight that. And then I'm going to add now a gold ribbon to the front of this. And I've stamped a message and added that. And iridescent rhinestones are the final embellishment for this beautiful, beautiful card. I've also put a couple of the hearts on the inside and added a message. Card 2 is a piece of real red cardstock. I used the Flirty Flamingo plaid on a piece of basic white, and then I have used another piece of real red for the center with one of the gold embossed pieces. And then I have used some gold hearts with some red glimmer paper. And I'm adding a piece of red ribbon to this, and then I will add a message. I've popped that up with dimensionals. And of course, you have to add your iridescent rhinestones. And for the third card, I have a piece of basic white cardstock. I have 2 pieces of the Most Adored designer paper. One is the red plaid. The other one is the white gold embossed piece. And I'm cutting those on a diagonal. At the same time, I'm cutting them together. And then I'm attaching them to the front of the card. I then have a 1/4 inch strip of gold glimmer paper, which I've added across the fold. And then I have 2 dies that I have cut, a piece of white and a piece of red, and I've stamped my message for the front. And on the inside, I've added another scrap of the designer paper. So those are my 3 cards. I hope you've enjoyed these cards, and thanks for stopping by. Take care.